Today we're going to cover 6 strategies to ace any reading comprehension, so hit the subscribe button and let's get started. Reading comprehensions have 2 parts, the reading part and the answering part. So let's start by covering strategies for the reading part. Before you start reading the text, you want to read the questions first. This is going to give you a little bit of a primer as to what you're looking for in the text, and it'll kind of keep those concepts in the back of your mind as you're reading the text for the first time. If you're solving multiple choice questions though, you want to skip reading the answers because those might just be confusing. Once you've read the questions, you can now start reading. When you're reading, you want to read slowly. Better to read slowly once than to read fast multiple times. And that thing that happens to us when we read something and it feels like we didn't read it and we have to go back and start from the beginning to read it all again, that happens more in test conditions. So reading slowly will make sure that you're taking in all the information from the first time. So after every few sentences, stop and ask yourself, did I actually get what this sentence is saying? Do I actually understand what the text is telling me? If not, go back and read it again right away. Don't wait until the end of the text and then go back and read it. Read it again right away. And finally, read actively, especially if a text is longer. You want to summarize as you read. So 2 to 3 words per paragraph. I like to go through, try and find the main idea and then just jot that down next to the paragraph. This stops you from having to reread every single word when you're looking for a piece of information. So let's say as you're reading, you realize you're like, okay, this is a paragraph about dogs. And the second paragraph is a paragraph about cats. And like the third paragraph is a paragraph about birds. As you're going along, because you read the questions first, you'll be able to identify, oh, this was a question about dogs, so the answer must be in the paragraph about dogs. This is a question about cats, so the answer must be in the paragraph about cats. So labeling the paragraphs makes it so that you can go straight back to the associated paragraph to the question without having to reread the text all over again from the beginning. It also helps to underline and annotate as you go along because it will help you stay focused so that you don't have to reread, and you'll be able to find key points and key ideas more easily. Okay, now let's look at 3 strategies for when we're answering the reading comprehension questions. First, you always want to find the line, the specific line that answers the question. So you can predict the answer to the question first in your head, but after you do that, make sure you go back to the text and you find a line in the text that supports exactly what you think the answer is. Then make sure you're matching your answer to the amount of marks provided for it in the test. So if it's a multiple choice question and it's worth 1 mark, then all you need to do is pick the right answer. If it's a short answer question and it's worth 2 marks, then you want to make sure you have 2 distinct answers in there. If it's worth 3 marks, you want 3 distinct answers, and so on and so forth. So 1 answer generally equals to 1 mark. And finally, always use the text. Always use the text. If it's a short answer question, support your answers with details from the passage. Find the line. And unless the reading comprehension was about a novel that you studied in school or something like that, you want to avoid guessing or using any kind of outside knowledge. The whole point is you're answering the questions using the text. And as a general rule for short answer questions, you want to use full sentences to answer the question. So make sure you take a part of the question and put it in your answer. So if the question was something like, why was she happy? Question mark. Then your answer should be something like, she was happy because. So you're taking part of the question and putting it in your answer. All right, let's try applying these reading comprehension strategies together. I know it's a super short example. It's literally like 3 sentences, but my goal is to show you how the strategies work. Before I do that though, I am going to move. You can pause, try and solve it on your own using the strategies, and then we'll go through it together, okay? Moving now. Okay, be sure to drop your answers in the comments so we can all learn from each other, and let's get to this. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to preview the questions. So we have, why did Liam avoid speaking in class at first? So we want to know why he avoided speaking. What helped Liam become more confident? So we have a keyword here of confident. How did Liam change by the end of the semester? Okay, so avoid speaking. We want to know why he avoided speaking. We want to know why he's confident, and we want to know how he changed by the end of the semester. Let's read our piece. Liam used to avoid speaking avoid speaking in class because he was afraid of making mistakes. Over time, his teacher encouraged him to share small ideas during discussions. By the end of the semester, Liam was volunteering answers regularly and even helping classmates during group work. Now, this is not a long enough paragraph to summarize, but I would say it has something to do with Liam speaking class. Like if I were to annotate this in a live exam, that's kind of what I would write, just so I can go back to it. Any questions about Liam speaking in class? This is the paragraph that I go to. So I've read my questions, I read my text, I annotated, I summarized, and now I'm ready to answer. Okay, so why did Liam avoid speaking in class at first? He didn't understand the lessons. Do we have a line that supports that anywhere here? Nope. He was afraid of making mistakes. Do we have a line that supports that answer anywhere in the text? Ah, yes we do. Right here. He was afraid of making mistakes. Liam used to avoid speaking in class because he was afraid of making mistakes. And here's our answer. And we can always double check. Are the others correct? He didn't like his teacher. There's nothing about that in there. He preferred working alone. Nothing about that in there. So our answer is B. All right, question number 2. What helped Liam become more confident? I'm just going to get rid of these so they don't get in our way. What helped him become more confident? Well, we know that by the end of the semester, he was volunteering answers. He was helping classmates during group work. But what helped him get there? Well, his teacher encouraged him to share small ideas during discussions. So when he did that, then he developed his confidence. So that is the answer to number 2. We found a specific line and it's worth 1 mark, so we need 1 answer. What helped Liam become more confident? What helped Liam become more confident was that his teacher encouraged him to share small ideas during discussions. Full stop. 1 question, 1 mark, 1 answer. Okay, and finally, question number 3. How did Liam change by the end of the semester? Use 2 details from the text. 2 details worth 2 marks. Okay, so we need 2 answers. Liam was volunteering answers regularly and even helping classmates during group work. How did Liam change by the end of the semester? By the end of the semester, Liam was, there's our first answer, volunteering answers regularly. That's the first part. And number 2, even helping classmates during group work. That's the second part of our answer. So by the end of the semester, Liam changed in 2 ways. So we have 2 answers and each one of those is worth a mark. All right, I know this is super messy, so let's look at all of our answers finalized. Okay, here are our answers all neatly written. Let's go through them. Why did Liam avoid speaking in class at first? He was afraid of making mistakes is our answer. Do we have a line to double check that that is the answer? Yes, we do. It's right here. He was afraid of making mistakes. Next one, what helped Liam become more confident? Well, he became more confident because his teacher encouraged him to share small ideas during discussions. Do we have a line to prove that exactly? Yes, we do. Encourage him to share small ideas during discussions. All right, last one. How did Liam change by the end of the semester? We need 2 answers for this one. By the end of the semester, Liam was volunteering answers regularly and helping classmates during group work. Do we have our 2 answers in the text? Yes, we do. He was volunteering answers regularly and he was helping classmates during group work. I hope this helped. You can always book a free tutoring consult, shop our store, and please be sure to follow and subscribe for more tips from a tutor.